Welcome to What Matters Most with life coach Dieter Pauwels. We've been talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people. We've discussed the first 3, be proactive, begin with the end in mind, and put first things first. And today we're tackling the remaining 4. And the first one is habit number 4, Dieter. Think win-win.
Win-win. You win, I win.
Don't think, if I need to win at all costs.
It's not your way, it's maybe not my way, it might be a better way. So this is win-win habit is about creating mutual benefit between people, personally and in business. And it's kind of an interesting paradigm if you think about win-win. We don't think like that most of the time.
Yeah, and it can trigger a lot of competitiveness in people to think that I'm the one that has to win, and if no one loses, then I'm not a winner.
Yeah, we are brought up like that actually. Mm-hmm. I think there is competitiveness in a lot of areas in life, in sports, but I think in most areas that are important, there is no competition. It's not about in your relationship, you're not competing with your spouse or with your wife, your husband.
Right, if it's the win-win, it's the higher good usually, right?
It could be the higher good, but that's the way you want to go for. And
right.
It's difficult because sometimes we go for win-lose or lose-win.
Yeah.
Or no deal.
Or no deal. Okay, number 5, seek first to understand and then to be understood. Well, this is really important, isn't it? And this is listening. You need to listen to the other person when you are communicating, right?
I've learned that from you, Christine.
Well, I've learned it from interviewing, because as an interviewer, when you first start in broadcasting, that is the one thing that's really intimidating, to really listen to the person because you're so ready with your next question.
I'm just curious, how do you know when people sitting here are not listening to what you're saying? How do you know? Do you feel that?
Yeah, because I'll say something and they're totally, have gone in a different direction, and then it's my job to try and bring it back.
Yeah. Because that happened with me sometimes, especially in the beginning.
Right.
It's amazing what happens when people feel understood. Mm-hmm. It breaks all boundaries. Suddenly people, but we tend to say, hey, listen to me, here's what happened to me in my life. But that's not what this is all about, because then I'm still not listening to what's really going on with you.
Yeah, I think people fall into that trap a lot of, here's what happened to me the other day. I was in the grocery store and blah, blah.
Yeah.
And the other person says, well, that happened to me once. And they don't listen to what the person's saying because it triggered a thought of their own, and so they want to get that out.
Yeah.
So listen, and then you try to be understood. So synergize, what does this mean?
Synergize, 1 and 1 is 3 or 3 plus. That means that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. If you take 2 pieces of wood, then you can carry more weight with 2 pieces than each piece could carry by itself.
Oh, okay.
But the key component, Christine, for synergy is to understand and value the differences between people, because it are those differences that allow for the synergy to make the difference ultimately.
Oh boy, if we could only honor that, right?
It's about teamwork, but it takes win-win paradigm to go for synergy with people.
Okay, and then we have number 7 is sharpen the saw.
Sharpen the saw. Sometimes we get so busy driving that we forget to get gas. So we need to take time to fill up our own gas tank. That means physically first and foremost, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Because everything else otherwise things will break down if you don't replenish yourself. This is about rejuvenation, renewal.
And being prepared.
Being prepared, yeah. I was prepared today.
Yeah, you were very
And
good.
I was listening today too.
And did we mention that this book was written by Stephen Covey?
We're going to do it right now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Dieter, thank you. And for more information about Dieter, you just go to our website at kplaw11.com. Plus, forget